Hi friends, welcome to BHK Electrical Concepts. So in this video I want to explain about how to solve the problems based on or under the maximum power transfer theorem. Clear? So to understand this concept, so please go and watch my previous video. So that video consisting of the main concept of maximum power transfer theorem. Clear? So now see, the question is find the maximum power. Yes, find the maximum power in the load resistance RL. Clear? So this is the question and this is the circuit. So just see here. The question is find the maximum power in the load resistance. It means we need to calculate the maximum power in this particular load resistance. But the main important point is we don't know the value of resistance here. Clear? But observe here, we know the value of R1, R2. Clear? And we have voltage 10 volts. Clear? So we know the value of voltage and we know the value of R1 and R2, but we don't know the value of what? Load resistance RL. But we have one option. To calculate or to find the value of load resistance, we have one procedure. By using Thevenin's theorem, it is possible to find the maximum power, to find the value of a load resistance. Clear? So just see here how it is possible. We can see here. Now I am going to convert the total circuit into the equivalent circuit of a Thevenin's theorem. Clear? So just see here, what is the equivalent circuit of a Thevenin's theorem? Yes, this one is the Thevenin's resistance and this one is the V Thevenin or Thevenin voltage, and it is a two terminal open network. Clear? But see here, just compare these two circuits. Voltage, yes, and R1 R2 are connected and load resistance RL. So we have only Thevenin resistance and Thevenin voltage, but we do not have what? Load resistance and extra resistances. But to convert this equivalent circuit, we need to do one thing. So that is, first we need to identify the load resistance in the given circuit. We need to disconnect that particular resistance or load resistance from the actual circuit. Yes. So if I am going to disconnect this particular load resistance here, then it's going to, yes, if I want to remove this particular load resistance from the circuit, then it is a two terminal open network. Looks like same circuit. Yes or no? We have voltage source, and here R1 R2 are connected, and here only one resistance is connected. If I want to get the equivalent of these two resistances, then we will get one resistance. So that resistance is connected in series with the voltage source, and here this resistance is connected in series with the Thevenin voltage. So by observing these two circuits, there is a similarity between these two circuits. If I am going to calculate the value of what? Equivalent resistance of R1 and R2. Clear? So point number one is what? Disconnect load resistance from the actual circuit, then convert the remaining circuit into this form. So why I am telling you, just see here, this is the Thevenin resistance and this is the Thevenin voltage. But while I am explaining about the maximum power transfer theorem, I consider the value of source resistance and I consider the value of load resistance. This is the source resistance and having some voltage source like this. Clear? So this one RL same as that of in the problem. Clear? So we need to disconnect this load resistance, then these two circuits looks like same. Clear? So that's why what I am going to do, to transfer maximum power from source to load, we need to take one condition, that is source resistance must be is equal to load resistance. Yes, source resistance must be is equal to load resistance. So based on this concept or based on this particular condition, if you know the value of source resistance, then that is the value of what? Load resistance. It means based on this concept, the values of source resistance and load resistance both are same. So that's why In the given problem, we don't know the value of load resistance, but we have two resistances here. If I want to find the equivalent of these two resistances, then there is a possibility to calculate the source resistance, because this circuit and this circuit looks like same after removing the load resistance. Clear? So what I am going to do, to get this equivalent circuit, I want to use what? Thevenin's theorem. So just to follow the step-by-step procedure of a Thevenin theorem, then you will get the value of Thevenin resistance, Thevenin voltage. Here Thevenin resistance I am going to consider in this problem as a source resistance, because I am going to use Thevenin theorem means, so based on that theorem we know the values of Thevenin resistance and Thevenin voltage. If you know the value of Thevenin resistance, so that Thevenin resistance value I am considering as a source resistance. So if I know the value of source resistance, so that is a value of load resistance based on this condition. Clear? So just to follow the procedure, then you will get the clarity about how we are going to solve the problem under the concept of maximum power transfer theorem. Clear? Now go for the actual circuit and proceed. Clear? Now go for the problem. Yes, so this is the actual circuit given in the problem. Now we need to calculate the value of load resistance by using Thevenin's theorem. Clear? Now as per Thevenin's theorem procedure, first identify the load resistance and disconnect that load resistance from the actual circuit, and the remaining circuit, total remaining circuit, convert into the equivalent circuit of a Thevenin's theorem. If you know the values of Thevenin resistance and Thevenin voltage, then it is very simple to calculate the maximum power in the load resistance. Clear? Now step number 1 is disconnect load resistance from the actual circuit. Clear? Now yes, see here, I disconnected the load resistance from the given circuit. Now we have terminal A, terminal B. Clear? Now we need to convert, this is the remaining circuit. Now we need to convert this total remaining circuit into equivalent circuit of a Thevenin's theorem. Clear? So equivalent circuit of a Thevenin's theorem means we have Thevenin resistance and we have Thevenin voltage. Clear? So this is the equivalent circuit of a Thevenin's theorem. To calculate this particular Thevenin resistance, it is always to calculate this Thevenin resistance always across what? Open terminals of a remaining circuit. At that time, all voltage sources must be short circuited. If any current sources are there, then we need to take as an open circuit. Clear? It means all voltage sources are short circuited, all current sources are open circuited. Then this circuit consisting of only resistance. So based on the series and parallel combination of resistances, we can get the value of what? RTH or Thevenin resistance. Clear? Now go for the point number 2 or step number 2. Yes. Now see here. Now I want to calculate the value of Thevenin resistance. Clear? Yes. And this Thevenin resistance is always calculated across open terminals. Clear? After disconnecting the load resistance, so this is the open path. We need to find the Thevenin resistance always across these open terminals. Clear? Now see here, when I am going to find the value of Thevenin resistance, voltage sources, all voltage sources must be short circuited. It means what? Instead of voltage source, I am going to take this particular short circuited like this. Now circuit consisting of only R1, R2. Now these two resistances, yes, while we are going for the calculation of equivalent resistance, so if you are going to start this side, always start from this side. Clear? So we are going to calculate the Thevenin resistance from right side, means always start reducing the circuit from left side. Clear? Now R1, R2 both are connected in parallel. So how to calculate the equivalent resistance of these two resistances? Both are connected in parallel means R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2, product of two resistances divided by addition of two resistance. Now R1 how much? 2 into R2 how much? 2 divided by 2 plus 2, that is equal to 2 2s are 4 divided by 2 plus 2, 4 is equal to 1 ohm. Clear? Now that Thevenin resistance across these two terminals is equal to how much? Only 1 ohm. Now calculation of Thevenin resistance is clear. Now take this value and place here. So RTH, calculation of RTH is 1 ohm. But what we are doing, we are going to consider the Thevenin resistance as source resistance to get the value of load resistance in the maximum power transfer theorem. Clear? Now calculation of Thevenin resistance is clear. What is the remaining? Thevenin voltage. Clear? Now see here. So this part is clear. Now the remaining is calculation of Thevenin voltage. Clear? Now see here. Whenever we are going for the calculation of Thevenin voltage, it is also always calculated across the open terminals only. But the main important point is while we are going for the calculation of Thevenin voltage, always we need to consider the actual voltage source here, and the remaining is always across this particular open terminals. Yes or no? We need to calculate the Thevenin voltage also across these open terminals. Why? Because this circuit is open, but this circuit is not opened. If I know the voltage drop across this particular resistance, so that voltage drop is appear across these two open terminals. That means if I know the voltage drop across this resistance, so that voltage drop is the Thevenin voltage from this circuit. Clear? Now to calculate that particular voltage drop across these two terminals, so first I want to calculate the actual current or the total current flowing in the circuit. If I know the total current flowing in the circuit, so that current is flowing through this particular R2 resistance. So that current multiplied with R2 will gives what? Voltage. It means V is equal to I into R. If I know the current flowing through this resistance, and the value of this resistance will gives the value of what? Voltage drop. That voltage drop is the Thevenin voltage across these open terminals. Clear? Now go for the calculation of actual current. After calculating the actual current, find the voltage drop across this resistance. Clear? Now go for the calculation of total current in the circuit. Yes. Now first go for the calculation of total current. Total current IT is equal to V divided by total resistance. Yes. Now see here, V is equal to 10 volts. Directly we have. And RT, total resistance. Just see here, we have two resistances, and these two resistors are connected in series. Yes, how it is? This complete part is open. It means there is no chance to flow current through this particular. Yes, there is no chance to flow current through this particular branch. It means whatever the current coming from this particular source, so that is the total current flowing through what? This R2. If I know the value of total current from this circuit, then it is very simple to calculate the value of voltage drop. So here V is equal to RT, then V is equal to how much? Yes, V divided by RT means equivalent of series combination of these two resistance. If two resistance are connected in series, then how to calculate the equivalent resistance? Directly we can add. It means R1 plus R2. Now substitute the values of voltage how much? 10 divided by R1 how much? 2 plus R2 how much? 2. That is equal to 10 divided by 4. So 2 5s are 2 2s are. That is equal to 5 divided by 2 ampere of current. Clear? Now calculation of current is clear. Now go for the calculation of what? Voltage drop across this resistance, because this total current coming from voltage source like this and came here, and after that there is no chance, it is open. So that's why total amount of current is flowing through this particular circuit, or sorry, branch. Clear? Total amount of current will flow through this particular branch. So that's why current total current is equal to 5 divided by 2 ampere. Now current multiplied with R2 will gives the value of what? Voltage drop. Clear? Now see here. So voltage drop across R2 resistance is equal to current, total current into the value of R2 resistance. That is equal to total current how much? 5 divided by 2 into what is the value of R2 how much? Yes, 2. Now 2 2s are that is equal to 5 volts. So VR2 R voltage of across resistance R2 is equal to 5 volts. Now that voltage across this R2, now this voltage appear across these two open terminals. That's why this 5 volts is also Thevenin voltage. So that's why Thevenin voltage is equal to 5 volts. Clear? Whenever we are going to find the Thevenin voltage across this particular open circuit, so always we need to find the voltage of across the resistance which is exactly across the open terminals. Clear? Now we know the value of Thevenin voltage also. So Thevenin voltage is equal to how much? 5 volts. Now we know the value of Thevenin resistance. So that is the value of what? RS we are considering, and here we know the value of Thevenin voltage. What is the remaining step? Yes, actually calculation of maximum power in the load resistance. Clear? So initially we are disconnected the load resistance from the circuit. Now we need to connect that load resistance across these two open terminals. Clear? Now as per the condition of maximum power transfer theorem, source resistance must be is equal to load resistance. Now as per this circuit diagram, we know the value of RS. How much? 1 ohm. It means what? RS is equal to 1 ohm means RL is also 1 ohm. So that's why here load resistance is equal to 1 ohm. Now we know the value of source resistance. We know the value of load resistance. Now calculation of power in load resistance. It is very simple. Yes. Now go for the calculation of maximum power in the load resistance in this circuit. So this is the circuit we got by using Thevenin's theorem. Clear? So we are going to, or we are converted the total remaining circuit into this equivalent form to get the maximum power in the load resistance. Clear? Now go for the calculation of maximum power. Yes. Yes. So this is the final circuit we got by using Thevenin's theorem. Clear? So here RTH is equal to RS is equal to 1 ohm. Actually by using Thevenin's theorem we got RTH. But for calculation of maximum power transfer theorem, we are going to consider the Thevenin resistance value as a source resistance value. Clear? So that's why by calculation of RTH, I am going to consider this RTH value as RS. So RS is equal to 1 ohm and here RL is equal to 1 ohm. How it is possible means by using the condition of a maximum power transfer theorem. That is, in order to transfer maximum power from source to load, we need to satisfy this condition. So that's why RS is equal to RL. Now calculation of RS by using Thevenin's theorem is clear. So that's why RS is equal to 1 ohm. It means RS is equal to RL means RL value is also 1 ohm. That's why based on the value of RS is equal to 1 ohm, we are going to consider RL also 1 ohm. Clear? Now go for the calculation of maximum power flowing in the RL. Clear? To calculate maximum power in the load resistance, first we need to calculate the total current in the circuit. Clear? So if you know the current value, then only it is possible to calculate what? Maximum power in the load resistance, because we know the value of load resistance. If you know the value of current flowing in this circuit, then I square into RL will give the power in the load resistance. Clear? Now go for the calculation of current. Yes. Now see here. So current is equal to V divided by R. That is equal to voltage by resistance. Here voltage means what? VTH. Clear? VTH divided by R means what? RT. R means what? Here. So R means RL, RS both are connected in series. That's why source resistance plus load resistance, that is equal to VTH how much 5 divided by RS how much 1 ohm plus RL how much 1 ohm, that is equal to 5 divided by 2, that is equal to 2.5 amperes. 2.5 amperes, clear? So 2.5 amperes is the current flowing in the circuit. So these two resistors are connected in series, that's why the total amount of current is always flowing through this series combination of what, RS and RL. Now calculate the value of what, power, clear? Now go for the calculation of power. P is equal to I square into R. Now I square means 2.5 square into RL means 1, clear? Now substitute these two values and get the value of what, power, clear? Yes. Yes. Now P is equal to I square into RL. Now substitute the value of current flowing in load resistance and substitute the value of load resistance. RL is equal to 1 ohm in this equation. Then you will get the value of what? Maximum power. Clear? Now see here. So P is equal to I square into RL. That is equal to I square means what? How much? Current flowing through load resistance how much? 2.5 square into load resistance how much? 1 ohm. That is equal to 2.5 square means what? 6.25 into 1, that is equal to 6.25. So this one is always in watts. So power always in watts. So the maximum power in load resistance is equal to P is equal to 6.25 watts. Clear? So this is the procedure we need to follow whenever we are going for the calculation of maximum power under the maximum power theorem concepts. Clear? So please do subscribe my channel for more updates.